He's one of the cleanest hitters of the ball that I've come across, and he holds that bat up so high, similar to Adam Gilchrist, and just gets huge amount of leverage. And it's just caught the leg on the way through there.
We hear that this pitch will be used again on Friday, Lancashire versus Yorkshire. They're slow then.
Yeah, you know, if Yorkshire have got any sense, they'll be watching and getting as many spinners as they can. Adil Rashid, he'll be hoping to get a good bowl here, but you know, Lancashire's plans with a spin, it seems to be working well, and that's the advantage of home ground.
Parry drags it down, pushed into the leg side, should just be a single. 50 for McDonald, 50 from 33, 6-4, 77 for 4. They're both coming down the pitch, and they're wanting the length, and Lancashire are not giving them the length to hit sixes.
Or the pace. That was smart bowling there. He's really held back there, because Razzaq requires a bit of pace on it to hit the distance. So it's smart bowling, and it's good plans, especially against these two batsmen.
No boundary since the 5th over.
Then with no boundaries for since that 5th over, it brings into the runnings of 2s and 3s, and you'd say with these two batsmen here, it's something that they probably lose out a bit on. Abdul Razzaq, he's not the quickest between the wickets. When we saw the Lancashire batsmen at this stage scurrying 2s and 3s, you know, those little runs, they do make a difference when building the total.
But if he gets in the groove, Razzaq, he's one of those players that he can be dormant, as he is now, and then click. Just finds the boundaries.
I think the more dot balls and singles, the bigger chance he's got of exploding.
There we go. There we go. Way, way back into the empty stands.
And that's all it takes. It just takes one ball for Razzaq to get going. And in the previous instance where he's charged down the wicket there, he read the bowler and he got one over on him, and he just held his crease there, and there you see that long handle, and that has sailed many a mile into that. Well, there's no one in that stand there, Bumble. Where's the cop for a cup of tea?
It's a beggar when he's got a faggot himself. He doesn't know where it was.
With our ball back, is that what they say?
Yeah, Paul Horton it was. He was looking for the ball in the stands.
That's a good comeback there by the bowler, just to, you know, he sat back again, Razzaq, so he fired it a bit quicker and wide of the off stump, and just for the single, and he'll be looking here to close out his over and leave the run rate pushing up there near 2 a ball.
It's good bowling from Perry. He's finished. 13 overs have been bowled. 94 for 4. Good shot this time. Down the grounds, finds the fielder straight to him. Excellent wicket that, Keedy. Flights the ball, McDonald looking for a 6. Well caught, Paul Horton.
And again there, the show of how big these boundaries are. I think a lot of grounds that probably would have sailed over for 6, but yeah, McDonald showing his Australian preference of coming down the wicket and hitting straight, but it's a big hit, and it's well held there by Paul Horton.
.95 for 5 then, McDonald 57 from 40 deliveries. Dropped him. He's not fantastic of his own bowling. Pauses there. Always have a smile on his face. 99 for 5.
Well, yeah, that's it's times like that I'm glad I've got gloves on all the time, because Razzaq hitting it back at you like that, no matter how good you are, it's going to sting.
High in the air, who wants it? Clark calls a catch. It's a comfortable catch. Kerrigan back into the attack. It works straight away.
Yeah, and smart bowling for your first ball. He has fired it in there, and it's just held up in the wicket. He was looking there, Detroit, to hit it high over long on, and just didn't quite stay on the shot. And that's what the pressure causes at this stage when you're needing over.
Does this might be it, Razzaq?
For sure, that's what he wants, an early boundary. So you know, if he can get a couple more of those away, and that was right in his slot. It's always a bit, I feel, when a right arm bowler comes around the wicket, it can just bowl perfectly into his arc like that one did, and that went high and wide for great 6.
Got a wet ball as well. Not great for an off spinner.
Wide.
Thought about it. Umpire Kettleborough. Wily is Razzaq. He's around the wicket. Anything leg side, he'll just let it go.
He's done well to skip out the way there, and tough call on the bowler, but down leg side.
Offside this time, gets it through powerfully. This will be a boundary 4.
Great shot there yeah, that one wasn't far out the block hole, and that just shows the power of Razzaq. Watching here from side on, you can see how full that ball was, but it's brought his wrists into work there, and that on a slow outfield, that's raced away, and that's 10 off the first 2.
I just wonder whether he's thinking now, Stephen Croft, round the wicket or over the wicket. Captain brings himself in, off spin to Razzaq. 11 off 2 deliveries. Get another wide again.
That's not a wide.
Boy.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I tend to be in agreement there. He was actually, if he hadn't have done the gymnastics and bent himself out the way, he would have hit him on the body.
High in the air, who wants it? This is a big moment in this game. Safe! Yes! Oh, back the ball. What a moment that is. A real steepler. Stephen Moore calls it. You're back in the ball. He gets lucky, Razzaq.
That was a steepler, and at first I thought it was in the gap, but he did well to get there.
Swung away leg side, gets it away, 6 more!
Just the sort of over that Leicester required to bring in. This is what typical Razzaq, you know, he's bringing them back into the game. It's down to 44 off 19, and Croft really needs to have a look at the lengths he's bowling, because at the moment, anything full, Razzaq's going to put his hands through, and the way he hits them, when they stay hit, they all go for 6.
He's not nailed one yet.
We're in trouble if he does.
There he goes again. That's the biggest one. He's nailed that way back. It might be in the point.
Watch the windows over there. We don't want anything broken. But that's exactly the over they were after there. 38 off 18 to win now. Razzaq's got his eye in. There's a bit of pressure now over onto Lancashire.
Well, what an over for the captain to come on. 25 from it, Stephen Croft off spin. Razzaq's been waiting for this. Stands and admires. Is it this way back? Sweet strike. Razzaq now 40 from 20 deliveries. 1 fours, 4 sixes. Not got his one there. Direct hit. This is interesting.
Could have made up for that drop catch there more, with a great run out from side on, 1 stump to aim at, and if Razzaq has gone, I think that's along with the game for Leicester.
Wonderful piece of fielding. Just seen Moore drop a difficult catch. This is a direct hit. Does he get back, Razzaq? Does he get back? I think he's okay, you know. We'll see it again. This will tell us more. I think he's just about there.
I think he could get away with it. He's a couple of fielders and the umpire blocking view here, so it's going to be a tough call on the third umpire to give him out.
Neil Mallin